It's kind of low. How's it going? Balanced. Yeah, I'm gaming tonight. Can't sleep. And I haven't played anything today. Even though it's technically tomorrow now. Good morning, Masho. Hey, Huggard. How's it going? Hudger Tech. How's it going? Hey Angus, how's it going? Where am I still getting audio from? Anybody else hearing double audio? There it is. Stupid preview stream. Just watching your Tico update. Oh, cool. Yeah, that was kind of disturbing. Finish the torture lattice. It's about the same as Xemorph, so that's interesting. Huh. That would imply to me that it doesn't have enough cooling. Hey, Chris. Hello from Norway. Well, hello from California, West Coast, United States. Good morning, like 8 p.m. Well, it's technically almost 1 a.m. here. um, cool. Oops, chat's not set up on this one. I hate that I have to reset this every single time. There we go. Yay. Okay. It's about 3 a.m. Ooh. What are you still doing up, Voodoo? Let's see here. I don't like that I have to have this mic this close, but that's how you can hear me. Hello from South Australia. Hello. 9:54 in Norway. That's gonna be AM, I believe, right? Wow. This is odd. There we go. You should try pulling models from this game. Not really. I mean, if you look at them, they're really low polygon for the most part. Like, it's not very high quality models in this game. This is an older game now. Oops. Let's start. I'd be asleep if I wasn't up clearing a jam. 4 a.m. here, still off from college. College life. I miss that. I do miss college life a little bit. It's a little bit low. There we go. Yes, AM. Cool. I figured because you put a 0 at the front, so I figure you guys are going off a 24-hour time there. We typically use 12-hour here. Try clearing up the nozzle the way you suggested yesterday. My prints are still coming out brittle. It doesn't sound dumb, but have you tried a different spool of filament? As far as brittle, tweet me at the JATMN, at THEJATMN on Twitter. Tweet me a picture and so I can see what you're getting. Trying to learn how to pull models. Been checking out Maker's Muse videos. Yep. Haven't changed the PTFE tube yet. Well, you shouldn't have to unless the length for whatever reason is kind of off or if it's getting dark. Okay, so I haven't done anything and I'm clear. There we go. Okay, yeah. Tweet me the pic, let me know and I'll take a look. Can't believe it. This thing has only been out since 5 p.m. Yeah. Well, it's been out just over a day now for this season. And there's already a crap ton of people that are level 70, which is max level in this game. So they got max level in like less than 12 hours looking at the ranking boards. These guys are crazy. Uh-oh. That is not going to look good. Nope, definitely not good. Especially not when you get those. Ooh, gotcha. Die. It'd be interesting if they put out a silent update. I can't get mine to print worth a damn and have stopped so many prints after the raft was screwed up. Isn't funny. Depending on how your raft is screwing up, if it's still adhering to the bed, it usually still recovers itself once it starts getting to the solid layers from my experiences on the Tico. But they have been known to push out the silent updates. Mostly they were doing that before they changed their numbering on their firmware. They changed it recently so that people could actually understand the numbering and so it wasn't so obscure. Before it was kind of a hash number that only meant anything to them. And, oh crap, I'm gonna die. So I'm guessing that they might have thrown out an update without updating the version number. But this is purely speculation. But they had told me at the beginning of last week that they were pushing an update at the end of this last week. They pretty much said that they're pushing updates by the end of every week. So whether or not they did something silent or not, or just that my Tico's starting to wear out or what, I have no idea. But since about, I think Friday, my Tico has not been printing anything like it had been up to that point. And I didn't change anything, I just turned it on. Hey, Unlikely. Thank you, Angus, for your summary of 3D printing in 2016. Predictions for 2017. Well done. Yeah, he did a great job with that. Angus did a really good wrap-up on that one. I just realized I have my camera blocking a good portion of my screen, too. Not just... There, that's better. Any of you guys print anything tonight? Or today? This morning? On the third layer, it overlaps the previous layer by 75%, and the biggest issue is this causes it to print upwards instead of sideways and leaves big ridges. Oh, it sounds like kind of over extrusion a little bit, huh? Not going up correctly. Yeah, I think their last update messed with the voltages or something that they're pushing the stepper motors with, because mine is getting some really weird geometry going on it. Um, like I showed in my update video, a square part or rectangular part was not rectangular at all. It was like curved shape, and that was the only print that I had that came out really freaking weird. I had printed the little rook chess piece, and it just looked really odd. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Chris, how many hours do you have on Tico so far? Not nearly as many as you might think. I gave up putting up a ton of hours into it. I just do a check on it about every other day with some test prints because I just do not want to mess with it anymore. It would be nice if it would just print, because I'm getting tired of just a pile like... This is just a fraction of the failed test prints that I have. I think I have over twice that much, and at least that much thrown away as well. Just trying to keep some of them to show kind of like to check progress and such. I'm just tired of failed prints. Or bad prints. 3D print tech design. Hey, how's it going? Morning. Maker's Muse, welcome. Smiley face. Thanks, Dustin, for the awesome FF profile for the Blockster. Oh, you're welcome. It still needs some tuning, but the Block Zero can do 50 to 60 millimeters a second for most models. Pretty much no problem. The reason why I was running so slow is because I was playing with PETG, and I don't have the profile completely tuned up for each little setting to change speed and everything between filament selection options. Unlikely I am, but I can't even explain it. What? Huh? 3D print. You got a S3D profile. Yeah, I sent it to him. I can send you one. Twitter is not allowing me to send you a pic on the JATMN. Just tweet and tag me on it. Or tweet it and put at the JATMN in the tweet. Send those back to Tico. I know, no kidding, right? The spool is officially half done. This is the spool that came with it. It was full all the way to the brim. It was like all the way full. This thing was a packed full spool, and it is about half done. And it's just, there's a crack right here from when I took it out because it cracked in the machine. But now it's not cracking anywhere else. I don't have problems with it coming off the spool. It's when it's in the Bowden tube on the machine it starts cracking. Just finished designing my fidget spinner I was working on yesterday in CAD. First few were a little too large for my hands to spin well, but the third iteration was cool. Oh, sweet. Will there be any resin printer development during 2017 to look forward to? I hear Monoprice has got one that they're releasing. I'm not sure who makes it for them, but I imagine we're gonna see some strides in resin printing. When I was at Bay Area Maker Faire, there was a couple resin printers that I'd never seen before, and that was the beginning of 2016. But some of them are kind of geared for more industrial type applications. So I think 2017 is going to be an interesting year for 3D printing for sure. I have 3 times benchies running right now since all my bigger prints go bad. First time first few layers screw up. So far, the nozzle is grinding the previous layer. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a failed print. Just did. Okay, let me check Twitter. I see no Twitters. Oh, there you are. Wow. Um, what's your print temperature on this? That's massive under extrusion. It's just stringing. But it also kind of looks like it's inconsistent. It looks like every couple layers it's okay. Is that really what I'm seeing in these pictures, or is it just unclear? Because it looks like just looking at the side profile, looking at the z-axis going up, it looks like every couple layers is actually okay, and then it's missing. Maker's Muse, Dustin. Let's have a competition and print speed with the 0. If we agree on a small model, who can print it the best? Community decides who wins. I gave it a go on 60 millimeters a second. It worked, but didn't like being turned on its side. Fastest without skipping steps. Haha, saw that. Yeah. Yeah, Angus, maybe drop it down to 30 or 40 if you're going to dump it on its side. Although I was kind of curious how it skipped on the y-axis. That was interesting. I was expecting it to actually skip on the z. Good night, Chris. 210C on 210C, bed temp at 60. That's right. So if it's doing that random under extrusion like that, what is your retraction setting set to? How far are you retracting? And you said this was a direct drive, right? It was a Mark 10, I think. Maybe unlikely creators. Maybe because the belt needs tighten before being put on site. Yeah, the belts might need to tighten. There's an idler pulley on both the X and Y axis. Fastest without skipping steps sounds like a good rule. You can play with the settings, etc. Retraction acceleration. Breaker's Muse. What's the best PLA filament in price performance? That's completely subjective to what you're trying to accomplish, man. Some people would say a spool of color fab is completely perfect for price versus performance based on quality. Others will say that it's significantly overpriced. So that's subjective to what you're trying to accomplish, mind power. Benji, I know it's like Benji is actually not a very good model for speed testing because of all the stops. Hot knife video is still an option. Oh my gosh. Retraction speed is set. Retraction speed is set to 0.9? Or do you mean distance? On a Mark 10, you should be okay with, I think, up to 2 or 3 millimeters retraction distance. What's your speed set to? We made the benchy. Maybe something else. Yeah, that would be an unfair advantage. You probably already know the top speed that you can run that thing at on any machine. And my machine's not ready to run right now. It's still got PETG loaded in it, which is not going to be good for speed test. What? There was more down there. Any suggestions on model? The in all honesty, the slime ranchers by KS Cortec you could probably get pretty good speed on because they're usually, for the most part, just round objects, and they're still kind of fun to print because then most people love those things after, so it's not a waste of filament or anything. I have a bunch of those things laying around. I gave a bunch of those away recently too. Wait, checking on settings on S3D. Dep, just send me a screenshot of that tab, so I can take a look at it. Ah, that's not gonna be good. I have to remember I'm on hard, not normal. So these guys are a little bit stronger when I get to my level limit. If I don't say bye, you know what's up. Oh. I take it you're falling asleep over there? Or are you working with that 1,000-degree knife? Gotta make dinner. Ping me on Twitter. What model you oh, jeez. Enjoy, Angus. Make something for me. I'm hungry again. I think I might actually eat something again here soon. Let's see if I get to level 30 before I decide to pass out. Choshiba. Choshiba. How do you say your name correctly? So I don't slaughter it. Choshiba? Choshiba? It's on, will do. I think you guys should check out the Chaos Cortec Slime Ranchers and pick one of those. Those are fun. And to make it more interesting, scale it up like, I don't know, 150% or something. Sent you a screenshot. Okay, just a second. Let me get to a place that I'm not going to die here. Go back over here where it's safe. Nope, I hear somebody. Should be okay over here. Okay, screenshot, huh? Infill 20%. Duplicator I3, okay. Nozzle 0.4. Oh, dude, your extrusion multiplier is at 1.1? Drop that to like 0.9. Retraction distance is 5 millimeter. That's way too long. Change that to about 2.5. Extra restart distance, completely disable that. That's probably part of your problem right there. Don't use extra restart distance, especially on a direct drive printer. Vertical lift is fine. Retraction speed 30 millimeters a second. That should be fine. Yeah, so retraction distance, drop that down to 2 millimeters. Extra restart distance, completely set that to 0. Extrusion multiplier, set that to 0.9 or 0.95. And then send me a test print. You can do something smaller, like a 2020 calibration cube or something, so it doesn't take as long to print. Should be around at least long enough to see that one printed. Just call me Cat. I will call you Cat then. Katja. I don't know how you say J. Not a lot of English name, or not a lot of American names have J in the end of it. 3D print tech. Oh yeah, his models are awesome. Interesting would be to have a wager. Yeah, and then you guys can like tag him on it, and he'll try to figure out what the heck's going on. Dario, how's it going? Why does it seem like something is... No, it's there. Okay. I need to check something once. Something doesn't feel right. Okay. Okay, that's odd. Another late night. Hi, all. Hey, Brandon. Hello, everyone from Estonia. Oh, wow. Hello. Shuba. I don't smoke cigars. Sorry, what did you say about the extraction speed again? The speed is okay. The 30 millimeters a second is okay. On the direct drive on the i3, you don't really want to go much higher than that. Nah, he's okay, Brandon. But yeah, you can rewind the stream. And then if you hit the little live button, it'll fast forward you back to current of whatever I'm actually at right now. Oh, I wonder... I got a crap ton of inventory here. Ooh, a ring. And actually a good ring. I will use that. And you can have this ring. There, enjoy. Armor. No health regen though. But it's got a slot. Nah, I won't risk it for right now. Pants. I will use the pants. Ooh, you got a wand? Your damage increased? Ooh, I picked up a helmet. I forgot about that. Dex is lower, vitality is lower. Crit hit chance is increased. Ooh. And more experience. That's negligible. I don't think I want to lose the dexterity. The crit hit chance is good, but I need higher base damage. Okay. Using PC ABS in our products and printing in ABS to get some kind of stiffness related properties. Any material that is better choice. You could try pure ABS. It's kind of hard to use and also subjective to moisture. I believe your PC ABS can also be subjective to moisture as well when it's still on the spool. As far as stronger, not until you start getting like really high temperature filaments after that. Stuff, the toxic stuff like Peak and whatnot. And Delrin and whatever. Really expensive filaments that have to be run on really, really, really hot ends. Which honestly is not really worth the trade-off. Those should be machined, not 3D printed. Sorry, but I have to go. Good night, Unlikely. Don't lose sleep on my account. chest. Ooh, emerald. Printing test cube now. Okay. Depth. So I'll explain real quick. The reason why I told you to disable extra restart distance is because based on the settings that you were running, actually let me double check so I'm not running my mouth. You were retracting 5 millimeters and you had extra restart of 0.5 millimeter. So what that's essentially telling the machine is when you complete a layer or a small feature and you run your retraction, it's going to retract 5 millimeters of filament. On the Mark 10, that's a significant amount because you don't want to pull it that far out of the nozzle. But the main issue wasn't so much that, it was the extra restart distance. And what that does is after the retraction, when it goes to start its next layer or its next point, wherever it's moving to, it automatically pushes back that 5 millimeters that it retracted to start printing again. But when you added the 0.5 millimeter, it actually is saying, oh, I'm going to push 5.5, and that's kind of going to be symbolism of why you were getting really odd layering that was solid and wasn't solid, or extruding or under extruding, because every now and then it was pushing so much that the hot end couldn't keep up with it, and it was actually causing it to basically jam itself. If you push too much filament in for your print temperature, it will actually cool down the hot end. I bet you had a lot of heat fluctuation while you're printing with those settings as well. But also, because of the heat fluctuation, it essentially makes the filament colder in the nozzle by a few degrees, just enough for that brief moment when it rams it in. And because it's a retraction restart, it's pushing it in faster than it normally would when it's just doing normal printing, because it's shoving it back in to get it back in place, ready to start printing again. So it's shoving essentially too much. It's kind of the difference between like tapping your hand on the desk versus pounding your fist on the desk. Tapping your hand's not going to hurt, but you pound your fist, it's going to eventually start hurting because you're putting much more pressure. It's kind of an odd logic or way of explaining it, I guess, now that I think about it, but it's about the same. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Joseph, welcome back. Dustin, have tried the MMO Guardians of Ember. It is similar to Diablo in a lot of ways. Guardians of Ember. Guardians of Ember? Oh, it's on Steam. This doesn't look like... Okay, maybe it does. Yeah, it does look like Diablo. Yeah, it looks really similar. In fact, one of these screenshots actually look like an area that's similar to an area I've been to in Diablo 3. Graphics a lot nicer, though. Release 2016. Sweet. Level up to 300 plus skills. Wow. Participate in various PvP. 3.5. Is it open world exploration too? Holy cow, it's kind of expensive. Oh, $20. What's the difference between all the editions? What is the difference? No, seriously, what is? I'm guessing the difference in the packages is just like starter gear. Huh. Interesting. I'll keep that open. I'll take a look at that later. Thanks. Why is Nightbot like freaking out and posting twice? Stupid thing. I understand that Angus and Tom think the use of ABS will fade. They talk about copolymers, PETG, nylon, and polycarbonates. What does the JATMN think? I'm against all these high toxicity materials just because I work in a machine shop. I'm not a machine operator, but I work in a machine shop, And I know how toxic those can get just running a CNC machine through it, and I don't want to know how toxic they get coming out of a hot end. But that being said, PETG type filaments are good for various applications. A lot stiffer than ABS, but also has a breaking point that's similar to glass. So when it breaks, it shatters instead of just breaking and becoming brittle or falling apart. PETG, when you break it, it could essentially be pretty lethal because it'll shoot across the room. Copolymers are pretty interesting because they're doing so much mixing nowadays with different filaments, or different plastics, I should say. And the nylons can be really strong, but from what I've seen, nylons can also be very flexible. So they have a lot of give to them, but they're still really strong. As far as the future of them, I think the future will be the copolys because they'll figure out a way to make a hybrid of some sort of plastic that'll be stronger and not nearly as toxic, or maybe not nearly susceptible to other things. Need to start my day recording. See you soon, Dustin. Keep the great stream. See ya, Anton. Yeah, I've been playing it a couple weeks now. It's not that bad. Cool. Can you interact with the world and like destroy everything in the world? I love games that you can just like destroy the environment. That's what I don't like about D3. You can't destroy stuff. You can just destroy random things that they have placed down for you to destroy. Would you recommend Agas linear bearings over linear ball bushings, upgrading some old printers and considering a swap to Agas from ball and round bar? Oh, you're talking about the linear bearings. I honestly haven't used those. Angus would be the best bet for that one because I believe he's got a sample one that he uses for photography, I think. I've never used them. I've only used the Angus ball bearing replacement ones for rods. Those are actually pretty nice, but the problem with those ones is you gotta be careful how you clamp them because if you put too much pressure on them, they essentially turn into a clamp instead of a bearing or bushing. As far as the REL ones, if they're anything like the rod ones, I think they'd be pretty neat. Pretty quiet too. I'll get my hands on one of those sometime. That'd be kind of neat. Some stuff you can, but it's mostly fixed. Yeah, kind of like Diablo. You can destroy some random things, but other things you can't. Like I can destroy this door, but I can't do anything in this room. It is kind of funny though, because if I'm able to do explosions, the dead bodies will bounce around for a while. But you can't target them. You have to do like an explosion near them, and then it affects them. I think this floor is pretty... Oh, no, I have it gone this way. Good to know. I might be buying some and can let you know or share. Yeah, keep me posted. I'm curious about that. It's interesting because the linear motion system that we have on most printers is fairly adequate even for higher speeds. The only real difference that we need now is making it quieter or being able to maintain stability at the high speeds. So if we can make them quieter or more stable, it'd be great. But as is, for the speeds that we're running on machines, we're at a pretty good medium between noise and stability. Uh-oh. No! No! I don't want all of you guys to be elite. Ah! Stop the arcane. I'm like so vulnerable to arcane. Stuff is so painful. Dang it. No. Ah! Good. Got. Oh, shoot. Aw, not him again. I hate this one. Oh, crap. My inventory's full, too. Aw. Now I'm stuck. No. Get away from... Ah, two of them. Dang it. I hate this thing because he drops a ball of rats that you can't kill, and it just goes around and mutilates you. All you can do is run from it. No! And now he puts me in this ring and I can't get out. Dang it, wasted that. Die. Die. There you go. Jeez, you took forever. Speaking of noise, what's cooking in the background? I hear what sounds like a decent sized curves coming from a printer. That's my that is my Ultimaker 2 clone that is running right now. It's printing a... I've actually not printed any lithopanes, so this is my first attempt at a lithopane, but I'm doing one of those curved ones and it's being printed vertically. But I'm also printing it with a filament that I'm testing, which is currently having horrible results. So it's almost done, but it's got a ton of like layer separation and stuff, and it's PLA. It's actually driving me nuts. Crap, my inventory's full. I'll go back to town first. Is anyone playing along with you at the moment? No, I'm playing private. I'd be leveling a heck of a lot faster if I was playing in a public game. I'd probably be level 70 already, honestly. But I'm not playing in a public game so that I don't get accused of leeching or anything, because I keep stopping what I'm doing to check out what's going on in the chat. Ooh, gloves. Good gloves, too. Shoulders. No, not that great. Shoulders. Chest still area damage. I lose vitality. Reduce cost. Lose thorn damage. Not worth it. Don't like the helmet. Ooh. What's a legendary? That rat monster is disgusting. JATMN is playing alone. Yeah, I'm playing alone. Yeah, I hate that rat monster. He sucks. What does this do? Summon a ghastly fallen champ when attacking. Oh, I'm gonna put that. I wonder if my merc can actually do that. That would be cool. If that works, that'd be cool, because I'll have another pet out that's helping me fight. Okay, let's get rid of the rest of this crap. Oh, I forgot that one. Does she have a necklace? She doesn't. I'll give that to her. There. Now she's got some healing. Go back inside, see what's in there. Good after midnight, Gabriel. Good after midnight, Gabriel. It is early morning here. Oh, cool, it is summoning. Sweet. I've got another pet to help me kill. Every time she attacks, she summons something to help us. Oh, I must have a cooldown, because he didn't show up again that time. Hate cooldowns. What? Why is it not doing it every time? Oh, chance to summon. Oh, that's why. Okay. Still printing the cube. Looks okay so far. Awesome. Make sure you send me a picture of that. What's you're doing? What was it? 20? Was it 20% info that you had your settings on? What was your setting on? 20% info. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds like I like the sound of printers working. It's music to my ears. Yeah, I like it running. I actually wanted more of them running, but I today was a waste. I didn't get much printing at all done today because I was gearing up for doing some prints on all my machines, and then I said I'm gonna do a review, and then some things came up, and I got sidetracked, and I didn't feel like doing that review anymore. And then I realized, crap, I need to do an update on Tico, and I haven't released any content recently, so I need to do something. So I didn't want anything running in the background when I was doing the Tico update, so I didn't start anything. And then just before the stream, I started this print, but I didn't start one on anything else. I hope it comes out for you, Dip. Yep. Oh yeah, Cartesian printers noises are very soothing for me. Always relaxing, better when one or more printers is going. Yeah, I actually kind of go crazy when at least it's driving me nuts right now because I only have one running. But if I don't have at least like 3 of my printers running, I feel like I'm wasting a significant amount of time. It drives me nuts. Yep, 20%. Okay, cool. Yeah, hope it works out. I'm going to say that the main factor for your extrusion issues is going to be that extra restart distance paired with your multiplier. The retraction probably would have been okay at 5, but that's pushing it. With the Mark 10, you shouldn't really push past like 2.5, maybe 3. I know on my Mark 9, Mark 8 and Mark 9 extruders, you usually don't push past like 2. There's no real need for it usually. Let me go back. I'm done with this section. I already killed the Rift Guardian. Where are you? There you are. Close it so I can go do something. Woohoo! Level. What do I have now? Shoulders, useless. Arrows, useless. Shield, completely useless. Armor. Hey! Extra health regen, extra dex, extra vitality. I will take it. That's awesome. And it's slotted so I put gems in it. No, these are all useless. I'm not giving her that. Doesn't have any stats. That's useless to me. Okay. Repair, salvage, everything because I don't need any of this. I'll use it for crafting later. What do I have for armor? Resistance, strength, intelligence, vitality, dexterity. Well, I don't need any more resistance right now, so I'll go with dexterity. Can I upgrade any of my gems yet? Oh, I can make rings now. Ooh, I should do a ring because I'm not using those. Let's do gems first. Ah, I need to upgrade. Oh, I can. That's gotta be level 6? Oh man, I'm not gonna have enough money after this. Oh, I have enough to make one. Do it. And let's just upgrade that because I don't need money for some reason, right? Oh! Oh, I still have enough to make one more. Sweet! I'll put both of those in my armor. That's gonna bump my damage significantly. 295 to 329. Awesome. Ha ha ha. And I need to put another one in my helmet so I keep getting those. Extra gold. Whatever. Sweet, my damage is higher now. Whoa. Subscribe to. Yeah, or not. had that compulsion when I was printing Breach 3 printers running out of 4, and I still felt like I wasn't getting the game done fast enough. Mine's not so much that I'm trying to get prints done fast enough, it's that I've got so much stuff to review as far as filaments and such. And I do actually want to try to get through some of the samples of coils that I have honestly not even opened. But I want to get some spool reviews done first, and I haven't done content for my I Bought This series in quite a while. So I'm going to the filament that I'm testing right now on the Ultimaker clone is actually filament for the I Bought This series, which unfortunately is probably not going to get a very good review, which is very rare because most PLAs just work, and this one just doesn't. It prints really well, it just doesn't bond very well. Ended up giving my SO a printer, so I saw the problem a different way. Nicely done. I got Tarmax, and I don't mind it being quieter. I also like having a wife. Yeah, having a significant other around kind of is a difference. Send me a message for the ones that are where you bought the ones that you're using. I've been considering getting some of those just to try out. I think I could put them on my clone pretty easily. Have you ever tried JATMN? Have you ever tried to make a 3D model of your in-game character? No, unfortunately, sculpting and that sort of stuff I am horrible at. I'm very technically minded when it comes to this modeling stuff, so I prefer what's considered restricted models or fully defined models. So I'm really good in SolidWorks when it comes to designing things, but not anything that's like freeform. So trying to design like prop guns and stuff is actually kind of a challenge for me. But if I'm designing mechanical stuff or machinery type stuff, anything of that nature, I can do. And I can do sheet metal type stuff as well. But I haven't tried modeling my own character because I already know I'm going to fail miserably. I couldn't even model the Chaos Cortex Slime Ranchers if I tried. Oh, sweet. The other summon pet thingy, the demon, is here. He's pretty strong. Oh, where did you come from? Ah! I love that late delay explosion. Hits him for damage and then it blows up a couple seconds later. Yeah. I can't wait till I'm higher. Oh, I think I have multi-shot now. I need to check on that. I think I unlocked multi-shot. Did I unlock multi-shot? Tell me I unlocked multi-shot. Sweet, multi-shot. Awesome. Was increase hatred regen. Yep, I'm gonna need that because multi-shot is a bear. No, I'll keep that. Keep that. Increase cold damage. Increase cooldown and damage. Sure, why not? I don't like that one. Spiders. Yeah, spiders will help. Devices, I want my sentry. Ooh, half a level and I get my sentry. Sweet. Have you ever pulled characters from a game to 3D print? No, I haven't done that. I haven't been playing new enough games that pulling characters would be worth it. Angus was in here earlier telling me that I should pull models from this game, but Diablo 3, everything's low polygon for today's standards, so it would just be a bunch of low poly models, I imagine. Ah. Oh, that radius is too small. Sweet. Got you guys. Sweet. A little late on that attack, dude. I love my multi-shot. Awesome. Uh-oh. Haha. Take my knife explosion. Even though I hate that skill. I like that rat monster. He freaks me out. Looks like he's covered in big, massive pimples. When testing new filaments, what do you do to get ready to review them? When I first did PLA, I did ABS exclusively for years. I spent more than half a roll just learning to PLA, cool, temp, etc. Well, for starters, I go through pretty much the same process as you do because I pretty much print PLA exclusively. I've been starting to print different filaments now towards the end of last year. But because I print PLA exclusively, I have an idea of what to expect for different temperature ranges for different brands of filaments based on, I don't know, kind of how they feel, I guess, coming off the spool. But it's kind of hard to explain actually on that part. But as far as wasting half the spool, yeah, I actually use quite a bit of the filament off the spool when I'm doing a review. That's why I refuse to do reviews of sample coils, because there's some cases just barely enough to get your settings dialed in just perfectly, and then you don't have anything to print an actual print with. So I tell my policy now is that you guys send me at least 500 grams or more for me to actually do a review on it. Otherwise, I'll get to it when I can get to it, and if I'm able to successfully print with it, I'll give my thoughts on it, but not a review. I had Melt Ink, I think. Melt Ink sent me this when I asked for a sample of their filaments to review, and they literally just sent me a sample. Seems like they didn't really take me much serious. So I got that and I tossed it aside because I don't have time to be dealing with that small amount of coiled 2.85 millimeter filament, because coiled filament of that diameter is a pain in the butt to work with to begin with, and there's not enough there to really dial in the settings and do a half decent print. So when I can get to it, I'll get to it, but otherwise it's kind of on the back burner. I can imagine your process is probably more efficient. Yeah, a little bit, because I've done several of them now, and I've worked with a lot of filaments that I haven't reviewed. Filament reviews are just so tedious because you can do a subjective review based on just like, oh, this print's nice and it looks pretty, or you can do a technical review and say these filaments work at these temperatures, and the optimal print temperature on this particular setup is these temperatures, and yada yada yada. Or you can go like ultra technical and stress test your prints and heat test your prints and everything like Tom does with his Philoem. So it's like, what angle do you want to take on it? For me, with PLAs, it's a decent PLA if I can get it to print with decent quality, and if I can get layer bonding. Layer bonding is what's going to kill this filament that I'm testing right now, because even printing up to, I think I've done it to 210 so far, and layer bonding is almost non-existent. The print looks awesome, but you could just break it in half with like little effort, and that's a bad sign for me. Especially when I can confirm cheaper filaments that I've used or other filaments that I've used don't have that issue at lower temperature settings. Now ideally, PLA you do want to print at about 205 to 210 for good adhesion and everything for layers. But with so much additives in PLAs nowadays, they've been able to lower the print temperatures and still get really good layer bonding. But ideally, for a real pure PLA with little additives, you're going to be printing at about 205 to 210, and not have any real stringing issues or anything. When you're printing lower, it's usually a blend of some sort, and we don't really know what they're throwing in there to make it happen. Depp, how's that print going? Oh, I need to check on something while I'm safe. Nope, nothing. Ah. Why it's doing that? Let's get back to that later. Hey, Dave subscribed. Sweet. Just with that layer bonding at 210, I print the PLAs I have at 185 to 188C on E3D, light 6, 205 to 210 is a mess of strings. Yeah, if you're getting stringing at 205 to 210, it's usually the filament that you're using, or just a really efficient hot end. I've honestly not used the E3D light, but I imagine it's pretty efficient because it has a very small, it has lining going all the way down to the nozzle. The PTFE goes all the way down. Yeah, if you're printing at 185 to 188, you're probably printing a budget filament, I'm guessing, and it's going to have a lot of additives in it, most likely. Most of my printing, depending on the machine that I'm using, I usually print about 188 to 195 with no stringing for most of my filaments. I have a couple of them that I pushed down to about 180. I had one I actually pushed down to 183 and it bonded like perfectly. It was awesome. But I think it was just the one spool that time. Still going, 66%. Awesome. Nice. More than halfway. I wanted to tip you, but PayPal got stuck. Now I don't know if it worked. Well, it should pop up here if it goes through, but let's see if I get a different notification and that's broken or something. No, I don't see anything. Status didn't update. Did PayPal say something? No, no, I don't have anything pending or anything. I'm gonna say it probably got stuck because I don't have any email notices, and Streamlabs isn't showing me anything in my recent events, but it should pop up right here and right here if you do. I should get a 3D printer already. Honestly, I watched so many videos about them, it's kind of sad that I don't even own one. I honestly held off for about a year before I bought my first 3D printer, but I had mixed reasons too. Again, LOL, how do you do that? Please leave unanswered questions for other YouTubers, LOL. With all your Q&A streams, you'll answer the origins of 3D printing. Yeah, but not many people go back and watch the live streams later. And right now, there's only... well, there's 14. 13. There's 13 people in here right now watching. So I've only spoiled it for you for 13 people. And that's including you. Joseph, what brand of filament do you use? Yeah, what do you use? Cat. Okay, I'll try again. Huh. Balance. For ABS, I use IC3D almost exclusively. They make pretty good filament. For PLA, I use Fry's Shacks. Oh! Oh. I will not touch Shacks in anything. I've had horrible experiences with that filament. MakerBot brand. Can't comment. Not used it. I'm currently going through Matter Hackers and testing Matter Hackers ABS. Using Pro Series or Standard Series? I've used both of them for the ABS and PLAs. Curious to see what your thoughts are. Only holding off while... Only holding... Bleh. I'm only holding off waiting for my house in Australia to be sold. Then I'm going to go nuts and buy 3 different printers to start with. I would honestly only buy 1 printer at a time if you're going to buy 3. Just so that you can get one dialed in and get it working well, and then go to your next one. When you're trying to tune more than 1 printer at once, it gets really, really nerve-wracking. Especially if they're different models. Every printer's got a different personality, even if they're the same brand or same model or everything. But when you're dealing with completely different ones, oh my gosh. Trying to juggle back and forth between slicer settings and everything. When I'm testing more than 1 machine at a time, I go crazy. I'm currently testing, what, 3 machines? 2 machines. I'm currently testing 2 machines if you don't count the Tico. And just swapping back and forth between the slicer settings is driving me nuts. Because it's like, what settings did I just use for that? Okay. No, wait. No, that was the settings I was using on the other one. Dang it. Nothing here. Standard series, I like cheap filament. Check out the Matter Hackers Thrifty Make PLA. It's not bad. It's only limited colors, but it works pretty well. JATMN sent you an email about the drivers. Sweet, thanks, Brandon. Attempt designing my first 3D printer without knowing much about a 3D printer back in late 2014. You know how much of a disaster that probably was. Brought my first solid doodle used mid 2015. That's not bad. I'm a proud owner of 3 solid doodles. It got stuck again. I only have an empty window after I hit pay. Really? I wonder if that's Streamlabs. Did they put like a stop payment on me or something? No, PayPal should still go through. They want me to verify my identity to be able to accept credit cards. I'll have to do that sometime. I don't see why it doesn't work. It should work. Will it let me donate to myself? I'll donate to myself. See if it lets me donate to myself. Well, it stopped me from donating to myself because it says I'm trying to donate to myself. The login information you enter belongs to the recipient of this transaction. Well, I got that far. Oh well. I've been debating on Shaxton, but Dustin keeps saying it's no-go, but I have a Fry's nearby and it's the only place I can get filament locally. Yeah, I have a Fry's within like 3 blocks of work. I do agree with Dustin on Shaxton. I got really lucky on a single roll I ran. Even at 185, it made strings like crazy and had diameter variance. Drove me nuts. Um, my problem with Shaxton wasn't really the print temperatures or the filament diameter variances. It was that the white PLA for me, for whatever reason, was real like rubbery type feeling. Like it was solid, it was PLA, but the surface, for whatever, felt rubbery to me. It was weird. Um, and then on both the 175 millimeter and the 3 millimeter filaments, by the time I got halfway through the spool, it was brittle as hell, and it would just break coming off the spool. Um, and I ran about 12 spools all the way through, 6 of each size, and all of them had the same thing. Even if I ran a non-stop mega print to burn through the spool really rapidly so it didn't have any chance to be affected by the environment or anything, and it was still brittle. So I said screw it after that many spools. That was 12 spools I wasted money on, and I could only use half the spool each time. Watch as JATMN kills hordes of monsters while we effortlessly answer questions about 3D printing. I'm gonna get a Form 2, a Raise 3D N2 Plus, and an Ultimaker 3 Extend. Holy crap, dude, you're going all out. And all 3 machines are machines I'm interested in. I'm debating in the comment of the Polisher stream from Joel on whether if the nebulizer liquids if you nebulize liquids, it becomes a vapor, which is completely false. But if you want to come into the debate and save science, I'm not going into a debate of science. It seems like it's becoming a mist because it can't be a smoke. It would burn. It's got to be a vapor of some sort. But you can see on close-ups on some of Joel's shots, you can see the condensation forming on the inside of the chamber. We should send messages to Fry's on Facebook to add more filament suppliers. I think they actually did recently. I clicked send by accident. Now there's 2 comments. Sigh, I'm out of it today. You can take comments back on videos and stuff. You can go in and hit delete. The author will still get an email notice for him, but oh, I've never seen that before. That was crazy. It was a monster that just swam by. It was right here. That was crazy. I've never seen that before. Oh, this is a new map. Sweet. I heard they added a couple zones to this area. This is a new one. Kind of a destructible environment too. But the author of the content will still get a notice for your comments even if you delete them. But then the comment is gone. Yeah, I'm building a wiki workshop in my basement with 35k euro. Holy cow! You gotta share the pictures of that when you're done. That sounds awesome. Sent you a tweet. Oh, well, I got a good stopping point, so let's check the tweet. I don't see a tweet. There it is. Better, but still not 100%. That picture's a little bit out of focus. I can't see much on it. Oh yeah, you're getting some weird banding going on. What was your settings again? You were 0.2. I'll tell you what, do that print again, but with 0% infill and 2 perimeters, and let it run about 25% through, and look down at the perimeters and see if the walls are sandwiching together. If there's gaps between them, we've got an issue with your multiplier and we want to step it up a little bit. If they're solid together, then we move to the next step. Because it sounds like we might be just under extruding now, whereas before you were actually partially jamming. Have you seen that? I haven't seen that monster. Well, I haven't seen Diablo game yet. Well, outside of Overwatch years. I didn't really care for Overwatch. I don't know. But I played it during the beta. I couldn't find a character that I liked playing. Yeah, this is definitely a new map. Whoa. I don't even know what's in there and I'm worried. Oh, this map sucks for our Demon Hunter. My arrows get stuck different places. It actually goes under them. That's dumb. Not really new monsters though. There's old monsters, just new map. Oh, where are all you guys coming from? Jeez. Oh, you're shielded, that's why you're not dying. Swell. Shielding minion. That sucks. Yeah, pound him, minion. Hit him with your axe. Hammer thing. Oh, you despawned. Jeez, die. Thank you. Wow. That worries me. That means my damage is too low again. Cat tip. Whoops, there you go. Thanks, cat. You're awesome. Yes, I'm looking forward to my man cave, but the wife will get pissed off because she will never see me. Well, depending on what she likes to do with her free time, that might be a plus for her. Just be ready for that credit card bill. I'm sure you can find a pre-made Diablo model to print somewhere. I've actually looked before, and I haven't seen much beyond, like, the actual game logo. I'll have to look again. The last time I looked, all I really saw was, like, the Diablo 3 logo. Ah, try to. Yeah, 2 shells, 0 infill, but stop it at about 20% and look at the print. And see what the perimeters look like, looking down at them. Because it sounds like you might be just under extruding now. I'm always in my man cave. This is my man cave. Only stuff in here is my goodies. my 3D printers, my desktop computer, a TV that I never use, and a bunch of recording studio lights. Of which none of them are actually on right now. Oh, Guardian. Whoa, that was a lot of lightning bolts. What was that? Oh, it's just you. The choker. Oh, but you summoned things around me. That sucked. Good, get in there, minion. Pound that guy. Kill that choker. Oh, he does a lot of poison damage. Best PLA. Best PLA for what? That's not a lot to go off of. Best PLA for budget. Best PLA for price. Best PLA by volume. Best PLA by color. Gotta give me something to go off, man. Nothing but shit on TV these days. Yeah, I have like, what, 200, 300 channels or something on cable TV. And I usually turn something on and turn it off within about 5 minutes. After channel surfing through every single channel and doing the same thing, I usually end up turning it off. That'll work for now. I stopped watching TV a few years ago and now only watch when football's on. Do you have a pet? Actually, never mind. I think those printers count. Yeah, I don't have an actual pet. I'm not allowed to have them in my apartment. Do kind of wish I had a dog. I grew up with having a dog around. It would be cool if you could show us what light setup you have. Need light for my future recordings, and I want a lavalier mic. Well, lavalier mic, depending on how you want to set up things, you can get the Rode mic and plug it into like your iPhone, and it'll do some awesome recordings, and then you can sync that up later in editing. For me, when I do my recordings, I just use this, which is a, let's go big. This way. This is a Zoom H1 recorder. You buy it and it's just this. And the pickup on this is really good. Like, I can point it like really far out of frame and point it directly at me, and it's got a nice pickup for like a couple feet. It's nice and clear. And it's got a little line in, and you can plug in a standard lav mic. I happen to have a stereo Sony lav mic, so it has a mic on both sides of it. Sorry, mic on both sides of it. So left and right channel, and I usually have this clipped on me in my videos. You saw it in my Tico video just earlier, and I recorded the audio on this. And then I take it off of its SD card and sync it up in Adobe Premiere later with the audio that is picked up from the onboard mic on my camera. As far as lighting, I just have soft boxes in here. I have a really big 80 watt or 80 watt CFL. So it's the CFL that's rated at 80 watts, not like 80 watt equivalent. It's an actual 80 watt CFL. They're freaking big. They're like that long. I have two of those, and then I have a smaller one pointed directly at me over here. But pictures of that will come later. It's a mess in here right now. Night, Brandon. "3D print creator. Hi, Dustin. Man, it must be really late where you are. Game ruins your beauty sleep, man." Well, back on here, I have a clock right here. This isn't game time. This is my local time. Yeah, it's after 2 o'clock. I can't sleep. I'll probably go to bed in about a half hour to an hour. When I started, I was just like, insomnia sucks. Let's see, what did I get? A ring with a socket. Well, it's a dex ring, so that could be good. But I reduce all resource costs by 3. But it increases my damage significantly, and I could put additional dex in it with an emerald. God, that's tempting. I'll hold on to that. Ooh. Dexterity Vitality Ring. Life on kill. Globes. Ooh. Okay, I'm using that one for sure. She can have this one. No, she's got good rings. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna put that on the ground so I don't scrap it by accident. No. No. She can't. Oh, she can use that. Oh, but then she loses her pet. No. Oh, this is higher damage, but I lose area damage. But damn, faster attack speed even. How high does my damage go? Oh, it goes up quite a bit. Damn it! I guess I'll use it. Gloves. Lose dexterity, but I increase vitality. Chance to deal 10% area damage on hit. Reduces reach. Oh yeah, there's too many reasons to use that. No. Ooh, that one does even more damage, and it's just a freaking bow. For like no stats. What the heck? That gives discipline. I'll use that instead. Crazy sword. Life on hit. Alright, now it's a dagger. Huh. Whoa. Chat. Okay. Man cave should be messy. Shows you are actually doing interesting things. No, this is just like a pile of junk. I have a torn apart printer over here, and a bunch of parts to build a new printer that I'm designing. Shipping, packaging, supplies. A bunch of random prints and just stuff that I've been too lazy to put away on the table over here. I should sleep too. I don't want to be kept up by the dog's crazy snoring. Best budget PLA. I usually use something like a Hatchbox or Matter Hackers, Thrifty Make, or eSun if I'm shopping for budget filaments. My personal cave has meticulously organized tools, functional chaos with all the projects laying around, and interesting contrast when I'm observing it from an outside. Night dudes. Going again, I'm not into all the gaming. Smiley face, have a good night. See you later. See ya, 3D print creator. I also often suffer with insomnia. It sucks. Makes you feel like a zombie. And when it's more than 3 days or... Oh. Let's see. I wake up at 6 to 6:30 in the morning to go to work. And I usually get to bed on a good night by about 1. And that's my weekdays. And I work full time. What eBay filament have you had the best luck with? I have bought 2 spools from 3D Supply City with good luck, but we'll continue to test. eBay suppliers are kind of hit and miss unless you find one that's actually selling what's like their own brand versus just a random person selling. I have a review coming up that's for an eBay seller, but they also have an actual store online, which is kind of interesting because their film is cheaper on eBay than it is through their store. But they raised their prices at the beginning of this year. I saw that kind of upset me. Ew, that's nasty. I'll be right back. I need to put more hot water in this tea. Oops. Yeah, I'm the same. 4 to 5 hours at night if I'm lucky. Yeah. 4 hours at night is considered a decent night for me. And that'll be a chain of like 7 nights in a row or more. Let's see what you got. Okay, yeah, but that's not 2 perimeters. That's really thick for 2 perimeters, man. How many perimeters did you do on that? How many shells? And take a picture of a top down, looking down into it. Those are pretty thick for 2 perimeters. Okay. I don't want any of this. Okay, what was I gonna do with this one? Regenerates life, critical hit chance, experience. Oh man, even though this is socketed, I can't use it. It's not better than anything I have. That sucks. Bummer. Let's clear this. Bam, level 27. Oh, that's the previous one? Oh, okay. It's been like 15 years, lol. I'm so used to getting 8 hours. Getting 8 hours would be like winning the lottery. I can get a good night's sleep sometimes, but it's usually on a weekend. Like I'll crash hard Friday night or Saturday or something. I just sleep a good 8 to 10 hours. But during the week, usually it's just impossible for me a decent night's rest. Check now. Okay, I'll check now. Yeah, dude, you didn't stop it. You let it fill in the top. I can't see the perimeter. But you are under extruding quite a bit. The shell that's going around, you need to stop it. No, actually, you did stop it. Why are you getting infill like that on the what model are you printing? In Simplify 3D, take a picture of... Here, let me see if I can show you. I'm in town, so I'm not going to die. Let's see, what do I have going on this screen right now? I have a bunch of stuff going on the screen right now. Okay, close that. I think it's safe to look on the screen now. Let's see here. Depth, take a look at my screen. Hopefully I don't have anything that will get me in trouble. There we go, cool. So, this is my litho paint that I'm doing. It's my old picture that I had on Twitter for a while. But anyways, Actually, before that, I don't have. So, if you slice it with, yeah, that'll work. Drop this to 0 infill, set your outline perimeter shells to 2, and then go with this and print. Now you'll see it's filled in, but there's no infill, so it's going to fall on most likely. But right here, this is what I'm interested in seeing. What is going on with your shell right here? Oh, where'd it go? I want to know what's going on right here. Because if you're getting, we want to see if you're getting gaps right here. Looking at the picture that you showed, it looks like that it was doing infill on that wall, which is odd. It shouldn't be doing that. So send me a picture of Simplify 3D with this view. Lower your layer setting to just somewhere in the middle, and let's see what it's doing when it's slicing. That's the 2020 hollow cube that's I'm printing. Oh, well, yeah, that's not going to help. We need to do a solid cube. You want to do a 2020 solid cube, but do it with 0 infill so we can see what that... I want to see what the primers itself looks like. Hi, fair. Hi, printing something? Question mark. No, not printing anything. Just Q&A. I'm actually gaming. Okay, I was printing the wrong file. I have a 2020 hollow cube file. Yeah, try the 2020 hollow cube file with 2 parameters. Or sorry, not the hollow cube. Do a 2020 standard cube file with 2 parameters and 0 infill and stop at like 20% or something. So we just want to see it start building up the wall and see what it looks like from the top down. Cat, I sleep about 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, that's good. That's a good night's rest for me. What am I doing? Okay, I have spiders. I don't like spiders. Can I change my spiders yet? Was. Still stuck with that. Multi-shot. Ooh! Reduce hatred cost. Awesome. I was waiting for that. Bolts. Nope. Caltrops. Nope. Pen and knives. Sentry! Yes, I got a sentry now! Companion. Nope. I want my ferrets. Level 46. Dang it. No. Night Stalker. Leave it at that, except. Let's go again. See if I can break 30 before I pass out. God, that was a lot of gold. Wow, I one-shot all of that. That was crazy. Oh, I did get an upgraded bow. I forgot about that. But some days only 3 hours for 4 to 5 days in a row. Yeah, that sucks. Insomnia sucks. Mine comes from stress, though. If I could afford to stay home and answer 3D printing questions like this all the time, even if it's the same questions over and over, or helping somebody who's never done printing before, would still be significantly less stressful than what I do for a living and my work circumstances. Unfortunately, where I live is very high cost of living, and, well, YouTube doesn't exactly pay that well, especially when you have very few subscribers like I do. Have you tried WYZ filament? Yes, I have. I probably have a half dozen spools of it. Okay, try 3. Yep. You'll be on a couple tries. Power, power. Kill everything because I'm strong. And I'm out of... Dang it, I'm out of hatred. Ha. Ooh. Come here, buddy. Oh, you're just a gold one. Oh, but you teleport. What the heck? Cool. Dropped items. Did you drop anything good? Did you like it? Yeah, I like YZ works. Some of the filament can be a little bit stringy, but it's usually a low print temp, and the trade-off is usually not bad. I really like the silver color, the one that they have, and I like the blue. It's kind of like a deep sky bluish color. You will hit 2,000 soon, and I bet 3,000 within this year. I'll probably hit 3,000 fairly quick at my current rate if it keeps going, but you don't really make a you don't really make anything close to a part-time job income off of YouTube until you break 10,000 plus. Like, I'm talking like maybe 20 to 30,000 even. And a part-time job does not pay rent where I live. You have to have several part-time jobs to even pay rent, let alone buy food. Yeah, the AdSense revenue is really off on YouTube, and if you try to use like Social Blade or whatever, those numbers are way the heck off. I do not know where they get those estimates from. My support test just finished on my Ultimaker 3. I tried Polyflex with PVA. It works so well. Ah, awesome. Tweet me a picture. I want to see what you did. Yeah, when it's on sale, you can get it for $16. If you... I'm lucky because I use the 3mm filament of the WIZ Works. I've gotten it as low as $14, but only based on color, because the 3mm always goes on sale randomly based on color. Usually 175 doesn't for Wiseworks. But there's been times where I can get 3mm really cheap if I don't care what the color is. But also, usually on their eBay thing, if you buy at least 3 spools, you get like 10% off. So I always try to buy 3 spools because the discount makes it a little bit better. And for me, they're local-ish, so I usually get my filament from them within about a day, because they ship priority mail usually, and they're out of LA, and I'm in Orange County. So theoretically, I could probably go pick it up if they let me. All this lightning and shooting your bugs at me and mosquitoes. Just die. You guys are annoying. I hate these flying things. Helions. Ha. Gotcha. You need boobs to make money on YouTube these days. Yeah, well, that's kind of true, unfortunately. One day you'll make it 100%. What did I get? A ring. Yeah, it's alright. Nothing really nice. What skill should I give you? Erosion. Camera's in the way, I can't see. Conjures a pool of energy that damage causes affect enemies. Distort. Yeah, do distort. Ah! Oh, conduit. Awesome. Haha. Just run through everything. Oh, shoot. It's the end of the level. Ah, I don't have any more bolts. Hurry, hurry, hurry before it runs out. Kill all the things. Kill all the things. Sweet. Oh, crap. Dead end. Another dead end. No, it's all gone. Dang it. Bummer. When my printers are off, I feel like it's a waste of time. I feel like I need to be writing something. Yep, that's how I feel right now. But I don't want to sit down and find things to slice and load new filaments on my machines that I need to load. Cat, wow, I just googled some pics of Orange County. Wow, that's so nice where you live. I'll come over for the holidays. Yeah, Orange County, California is really nice. The only problem is traffic here sucks. Um, Nothing is by distance here. Everything's by time. Doesn't matter if you live 2 miles from something or 20 miles from something. Somebody's always going to tell you the distance by time. I couldn't tell you how many miles I am from Disneyland, but it takes me about 10 minutes to get there. I'm honestly not sure how far from work I am. I think it's only a couple miles, but it'll take me anywhere from 12 to 30 minutes to get to work, and that's just driving local. Um, the freeways here have between 4 to 6 lanes on each side of the road, so and that's often bumper to bumper traffic during rush hour. And you're going like the speed limit on the roads are 65 on the freeway, 65 miles an hour, and there's times during rush hour where you're going about 5 to 10 miles an hour. It sucks. Even with those massive roads, we still have too much traffic. Depp, send you a tweet. Okay, let's see what you sent. Okay, well, slightly under extrusion. Looks like you've got a little bit of a gapping going on. And that top of that bottom layer looks a little bit thin. So I think I told you for your extrusion multiplier, set it to 95. Let's go ahead and set it to 1.0 and do that print again. Don't change anything else, just set that to 1.0. And for your print temperature, I forgot what you said you're running on your print temperature. But let's make that like 195 to 200 if it's not already. Yeah, he is not far from me, and I stay in Oceanside. I am never anywhere near Oceanside. I just posted pictures on the group. You can check 3D printing group. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on over there. Oh gosh, what is everybody commenting that I got dragged into now? What? Okay. Whatever. 3D printing group. Support test with Polyflex and PVA on Ultimaker 3. Oh, sweet. Very cool. Using a priming tower, see? Your support material is pretty clean though. I've heard a lot of people have been having issues with the support material being very messy when they've printed. Yeah, that looks really good. Wow. Can't wait to see what that looks like dissolved. I already had increased to 1.1. Sorry, 1.05. Don't go over 0.1 or 1.0. If you have to go over 1.0, we need to adjust something else. So don't go above 1.0. And 210, that's more than enough. Just leave that there. Now wait a minute, you said you increased to 1.5 or 1.05 before that picture that you sent me? Because if you did, you're not running the settings I told you, and that greatly affects what I'm telling you. I'm not gonna say his nozzle's not clean, but I'm saying it. I'm thinking it might be a different diameter, because sometimes they're a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller than what they're rated to have. But if he's getting his extrusion multiplier over 1.0, even if his nozzle size is incorrect, you're gonna start having issues with your extrusion. So if I told him to run it at 0.9 and he was running it at 1.5, that changes my advice significantly. Because pushing too much is going to be what we were running into before, where he's going to be causing his own jam and cause under extrusion. Because depending on the temperatures you're running and your print speeds, if you are pushing too much, it's going to look like it's pushing too little. It sounds dumb, but that's how it works out. If you're pushing too much, it looks like too little. Yeah, you shouldn't have increased that, man. Retry it at 90.9 and do just the 2 shell perimeter. Nozzle size is 0.4 confirmed. Yeah, do 0.9 on your multiplier and do the same print again, and let's see what it looks like. Because if you've got a 0.4 nozzle confirmed and you've physically checked that, not just looked at the numbering on it, and you're pushing 1.1 or 1.05 or anything over 0.1 or over 1.0, you can induce under extrusion by over extrusion. Sounds stupid, but it's how it works. If you push too much, it'll under extrude. Unless you're printing like 10 millimeters a second at like 230 degrees Celsius. Oh crap, that's not good. Ah, they're gonna kill me. Too much lethal damage. I'm weak to lethal damage. And poison and lightning and holy crap, just every... Oh man, and grenades? Jesus. Maybe shitty filament. Could be, but I'm gonna rule that one out for right now. Because usually even crappy filament, you can still get it to flow. You can usually get it to flow. Crappy filament, you'll usually have bonding issues. Crappy filament, you can usually overcome by adjusting flow rates and temperatures and print speeds. What print speed are you running at? 3 print spy. Hey, how's it going? Morning. Morning. Yeah, shoot, it's almost 3 a.m. Have to go. Cheers, guys. See you, 3 print science. $50 millimeters a second. That should be okay. Let's see what the test looks like. 50 millimeters a second is kind of fast, but you should still be okay. Especially being as Simplify 3D is underrunning you for the rest of your smaller features. It's 11 a.m. here. It's 3 a.m. here. Jeez, die. Thank you. Ooh, next kill is going to be Guardian. I gotta be ready for him. Oh crap, shielders. And the Guardian's gonna come out when I kill them. Shoot. There's the Guardian, and they're not dead yet. This is bad. Shielding mortars and Guardian. Oh, whoa, he's a new Guardian. I don't know him. Stone Singer? Oh, and he's fast too. Yeah, attack him. He can't die. Yeah, attack my spider. You can't kill it. They're invulnerable. Gotcha. Ooh, legendary belt. Sweet. Let's see what I got. Oh, it's a gold wrap. This would be useless. Hopefully it's a dexterity one this time. Let's see, gloves, no. Ring. Not really. Wow, that belt's not bad. Let's use that one for right now. Ooh. I like. Thorn damage, extra gold, critical hit increase, extra dex, extra vitality. Yeah, of course I'm gonna do it. Oh, it's a good gold wrap. Awesome. It's a dexterity one. Okay, that I can actually use. Let's do it. It's gonna increase my health significantly too. I'm gonna go from 4352 to 4502. Dep tip 730. Thanks for all your help. Oh, no problem, man. Thank you. What's your thoughts on the ruby nozzle? Total waste of money or worth it? Total waste of a ruby. Come on. It could work if you're using high temp filaments that have a lot of fillers in them that would wear out normal nozzles if that's your primary purpose of printing. If you're just printing PLA all day or ABS all day or PETG all day or whatever, it's totally overkill. I've had brass nozzles that have lasted over a year printing PLA. Now, on the other hand, if you're printing something like a wood fill or glow in the dark filament as like your daily driver and that's all you print, it could maybe be worth it eventually. Because those are very coarse filaments that can wear out your nozzle over time. Ooh, sweet. Dang, that's a crazy bow compared to what I have right now. Lightning damage, an insane amount of dexterity. Just, oh man, my damage jumps. What, 434? 518. Nice. Ooh, and that one increases again. But it's slow attack speed, screw that. It's a crossbow. I want a hand crossbow, it's faster. Cool, I'll stick with that. Is there anything she can use? Yeah, that's no stats though. Nope, nothing else. Cool. Let's just get rid of this stuff. What's your I just saw that. I just realized I paid an AUD. It's okay, don't worry about it, man. It's no big deal. $29. Ooh, 20, almost 1.5 more blocks. What do you think the biggest factor hardware-wise for print quality? Biggest factor hardware-wise? The whole machine. For layer resolution, you want a really good lead screw on your Z drives. Or your Z-axis, I mean. Yeah, and a really good stepper motor that's driving it. You want one that's very torquey, but also has really good angle resolution. Preferably something like a 0.9 that's being micro-stepped. Otherwise, a 1.8 that's got a lot of micro-step going on and a lot of torque to it. That's going to get you your really good layer resolution paired with a really good lead screw. Something like a T10 or T12 will give you better layer resolution than something like a T8 usually. In some cases, anyways. It'll give you more stability on a larger platform, anyways. I guess T8 would probably give you a better layer resolution on a smaller platform. As far as X and Y axis, really torquey stepper motors, nice tight belts, smooth bearings, smooth rods or rails, good slicing settings, and then a good hot end with a clean nozzle. Interesting thing that I've noticed about nozzles is nozzles like the E3D nozzles tend to be quite flat on the top, so even though they come to a point, they're usually pretty flat on top. This gives you a really good top layer, but when you're dealing with really tiny details on the perimeters and stuff, it's better to use a pointed nozzle similar to what's found on the Mark style hot ends, or also the up boxes and whatnot. They all have pointed nozzles on them. I usually try to put pointed nozzles on my printers wherever possible. This gives you better better resolution on your exterior features, but it suffers on top layers. It's not usually as smooth. It tends to look sometimes over extruded or slightly under extruded depending on what your settings are. Whereas something like the E3D nozzles will give you a nice smooth flat top surface. There's not one single thing hardware wise that controls print quality. It's a combination of everything in my opinion. Because you can get a really expensive printer and tune it badly and it'll print like crap, or you can get a really cheap printer and tune it well and it'll print really well. But it's not really an excuse to get a cheap printer, it just means you're going to put a lot of effort into it to make it get to the point where it could have already been. Whoa. It's funny watching her shoot this crossbow. It looks like it's going to fly out of her hand. Whoa. Okay, sent you another tweet. Oh, okay. Let's get someplace safe real quick. That sounds good. Let's check out Twitters. See, that doesn't look too bad. What's your multiplier set at right now? Your top layer does look a little bit under extruded, but your perimeter looks okay. What's your multiplier set to? Is it true that thicker layer height gives more robust parts? Read that somewhere, but have not seen much else. No, actually, thicker layer height is the exact opposite. It gives you a weaker part. You don't want to go thick layer heights unless you got a thick nozzle to compensate for it. If you're using a standard 0.4 nozzle, you don't want a layer height over 0.2 really, because after that your layer lamination is there's less surface for your layer lamination. You'll actually have a stronger part at like a 0.1 layer height than you would at a 0.3 layer height with the 0.4 nozzle. So no, that's completely untrue. Now, on the other hand, infill is kind of subjective on whether or not it makes a part stronger. Depending on the geometry of the part itself, you can stack your shells or perimeters and do something like 9-10 perimeters or something on a part. And it'll be significantly stronger than a part with, say, like 60-70% infill, depending on what the perimeter, the geometry of the part is. Depth, you're running 0.9. Let's try 0.9. Let's try it, put it at 0.98 and see what that print looks like after that. When you're troubleshooting your extrusion issues, you want to try to tackle one thing at a time. Right now we know your top layer of the bottom of that block is under extruded. We know that. But currently we're trying to troubleshoot what's going on with the shells of your print. And right now, we just want to tune for that. So try 0.9, let's do like a 0.98. And try it again. Hopefully it can get you where you need to be, because I'm probably going to get going here in a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, level 30. I unlocked some skills too. Let's see what I got. Ooh, I got another slot. What should I put? Archery bonus based on your weapon type. Bow, 8% increased damage. Hand crossbow, critical. Enemies, he's slow. have their damage reduced by 25%. Enemies hit by your hatred spenders are slowed by 8% for 2 seconds. Let's go with damage. Homing rockets, awesome. Bat. Increases your hatred regen. Let's go with that. Oh, finished. Okay. It's a really nice printer for its price when it's working well. Yeah. I've heard good things about the Plus model. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. Ah. Ha, gotcha. Aw, man, I could have used that. Ah, ran out. Crap. Ah! Why hasn't anybody figured out the bed leveling already? I know Prusa comes close. Is it a money problem or they haven't figured it out? No, it's a quality control problem, honestly. Not necessarily like quality control, but the cost of quality. To get perfect leveling, you need a precision plate, um, which it can be very expensive, even in large quantity. Um, and then when you're heating it, you're automatically, obviously inducing heat, which, what does metal do when it gets hot? It expands and warps. So you're inducing warping doing that, and inducing issues as it is. And then from there, the squareness of your machine comes into play significantly. So when you start compounding all those factors, it's hard to do on a light budget. You need a girlfriend. Who's to say I don't have one? Who's to say I don't live with one? Thanks for that, 69 developer. Bed leveling on large surfaces, magnify its accuracy. Yeah. Whoa. Let's see, fire skills deal more damage, but I don't have any. I lose dexterity. Screw that. Oh, she might be able to use it though. Yeah, she can use it. She's got a new skill. What does she got? Mass control, hexes nearby groups. Increases attack speed for you. Oh, I gotta go with attack speed. No, that's kind of crap. That increases her damage a ton, but I lose my pet. No, I'll wait. That bow kind of sucks. I lose damage, but it's a faster attack speed. I lose a bunch of dexterity. No, not worth it. Ooh. Oh, I lose regen. No, I need that right now. No, that's crap. Ooh. New shoulders. Sweet. That's gonna help. Nope, not worth it. Hm. That was it? That was a little bit too easy. $31, awesome. Well, I broke my goal. My goal was to get to 30 tonight. All these corpses around, nothing drops anything. Oh. Could it be a problem that 3D printed parts of the Block Zero are PLA instead of ABS or PETG? Not really. There's not a problem with PLA printed parts on something like that. It has no heated bed. Only heat that it's really got is the hot end. And the motors don't really mount to printed parts. The motors all mount to acrylic. Bed leveling was my biggest problem when I first got my printer. Now I use a dial indicator. I know it's overkill, but it works. Okay, 0.98 settings set. Okay, let's see what you got. The picture is so small. Okay, there we go. That's actually looking pretty good, man. It's hard to tell from the shine. How's that solid layer down there? That looks pretty good. Looks like you got slight gapping in the corners, but it's not bad. Even auto bed trimming isn't perfect solution if you want dimensional accuracy parts in X, Y, and Z. You want a level bed to start with. Yep. Question, can PETG prints be watertight? Any print could be watertight. if you use enough solid layers and solid enough perimeters and shells. Good to know. Thanks. Yep. No problem. Thanks. I'll try a bigger print tomorrow, and I'll send you a pic of how it turns out. Also try depth. Set your print speed to 45 when you're printing that small. 45 millimeters a second for print speed. When you're printing larger parts, you should still be okay at your 50. Because your print speed also affects your infill on your solid layers. Balanced. Are you streaming tomorrow, Dustin? I'm gonna attempt to do a review tomorrow, hopefully. But I might do a day stream, just like a general Q&A, or maybe cover a topic if somebody has one. But I'm not gonna probably do another late night stream like this tomorrow because I'm gonna attempt to get some rest, hopefully, because I work on Monday. Oops. Is that what I wanted? Or today. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Okay, no worries. I gotta go now. Have to go back to work tomorrow, Monday. Alright, good luck. Feel free to ping me if I'm not around on the stream. Tweet me. Show me a status update. See if I can't help you. Just remember, don't set your extrusion multiplier more than 1. If you have to set it more than 1, we have other variables to still work with. Thanks a lot once again. Really appreciate it. No problem. I think once I kill this guardian, or release this guardian and kill it, I think I'm going to be done for tonight. Or for this morning, I guess. Peace out. See ya. Thanks for the double night stream. Very fun. Well, hopefully it was helpful. I know you can't see my full game screen, but I have it blocked off because of chat notifications and friend list notifications and stuff on the sides. I realized when I decided to start doing this that I didn't exactly have the best account for it because I do actually have a fairly populated friends list, which used to be very active and apparently isn't because I haven't been active in so long. But Yeah, don't want everybody's information going around on live stream that's being recorded. Ooh, shoulders. Legendaries. It's 3:17 a.m. here, and I'm not even tired. I might go mess around with my printers. You should be messing around with them now. These streams are a great start to a weekend. I just hope to be awake if you decide to do a QA stream tomorrow. Well, for me, it is tomorrow. It's already 3 a.m. Um, but yeah, I plan to keep doing these Q&A streams. 2017 for my channel is going to be a lot of Q&A streams because people seem to be really liking them. And as long as I've got a handful of people that are showing up for them and questions are being asked and I'm able to answer them, I'll keep doing them. Makes sense to me, right? Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's no reason to not use these. Ooh. Lose dexterity, chance to deal. Damage goes up quite a bit, but dang. What do I lose? Ooh, chance to knock back even. What am I losing? Oh, I'm losing vitality. Yeah, screw it. I'll take it. Yeah, that was worth it. No, no life gen. Oh my gosh, that's a killer bow. Sweet. Why is it so slow? I'm 44. I don't care. That, damn. 642 to 916? Yeah, I'll do it. Nothing else really worth it. But my inventory is full, so I need to go empty my inventory. 5 a.m. here. Holy cow. Get some rest, man. Well, now my wife is asleep, I can spend time with the printers. Nice, because normally I can't join in because of time difference. Well, I'll keep doing these late streams on the weekends if people are enjoying them. But during the week, I've gotta try to be in bed by this hour for sure. So here's a question for everybody who still happens to be around. How many people are around, anyways? There's 9. Still 9 of you. I have to do a review of the Bondtech extruder, the Bondtech QR. I have it currently loaded on my Ultimaker 2, and I can say positive things about it. It's been working well. My question is, I've never done an official review of an extruder. What kinds of things do you guys want to hear about for my official review? It's pretty much done. I just need to record it. All my testing is done. What's happened with the Tico? I just released a video a couple hours ago that gives a status update on my channel with the Tico. But in a nutshell, they released an update recently, apparently, or I'm assuming, and it induced issues. I don't know why. They went backwards on that update. My quality got worse instead of better, which is odd because it's been getting better with every update recently. Whoa. Ah! What's the difficulty level to install? Okay, I can cover that. For direct drive, presence of more ease of loading, unloading for both direct drive and Bowden. Size of motor required, if non-standard or like Titan, can be smaller. Also driving multiple filaments, PLA, ABS, call polys, etc. Well, mine was a kit set up for the Ultimaker 2, so it is a Bowden. It's also set up for 285, and I don't have a setup to make a 285 direct drive. It could do it if you printed a mount for it. Okay. Ease of loading, unloading. Okay. The size of motor, nope. It's it comes with a geared planetary stepper motor, so I guess aside from physical size that it is, you don't require a stepper motor because it comes with one. Okay, that's good points. Take some notes on that. So you want drive in multiple filament types. Value for money, ease to install, any problems. Okay, value. Any problems. What can be approved? Okay. How easy is maintenance and replacing parts? Also, is it easy to source parts? XYZ DaVinci will not sell aftermarket nozzles. Need to buy the whole extruder, which is not worth it. Well, this is just extruder drive. It doesn't matter what the hot end is that's connected to it, but it does have some replaceable parts in it. Okay. Every design can be improved, even if it's just that it is expensive. Yeah, that's one thing that the Bondtech has that can be considered negative to many is it's quite an expensive extruder. Okay, took those notes. Oh wow, I stopped in a bad spot. I could have died. Tooth profiles. Oh, that's a really good point. What printers might it not work with as in size fit wise? Okay. see how many of these I can brush on. But printers can actually benefit from the extra. What? That's the, oh, I got one more kill. Nope, maybe more than one. There it goes. Aw man, Guardians spawned in an area that I haven't killed everything yet. That sucks. Oh, not you. You have extended reach. Woohoo, gotcha. Nothing really great though. Maybe something around you? Nope, still nothing. Ooh. How the competition fares against it. How well does it do? Flexible filaments. Okay. I'm gonna level if I can find something to kill. Shoot. I'm not gonna find anything to kill. Oh well, I'll level at the end of the mission. Hey Destin, go to bed, man. You should be counting sheep. It's only 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, I agree. We'll wrap up this and I will go to bed. Oh, don't salvage. I didn't even see what I... Ah! Stupid flag. Let's see what I got here. Shield useless. Ooh. That's a nice ring. What about this one? Oh, do I drop dexterity? Oh yeah, of course I do, because I get crit chance and I get life regen. Yeah, no brainer. I'll give it to her. She can use it. That'd be an awesome ring for her. Shoulders are crap. Bow sucks. Sucky. Ooh, new helmet. Oh, that one had a socket in it? I didn't notice that. This one's significantly better anyways. Nope, that's it. Dang. Can you measure how much tension it pulls? No, I don't have any sort of equipment to be able to test that part, unfortunately. Very good, very good. Let's level this up. Now that I'm broke, combine my emeralds because they're the only ones I care about. Although, yeah, still gonna do emeralds. Little sheep. There. Very good, very good, very good. Sweet. Let's end this and get my level. Bam, 32. And do I get any like skills or anything? Multi-shot reduces hatred, convert damage to lightning, or chilled. No, let's stay with reduce. Stay with that. Stay with that. Stay with that. Stay with that. Stay with those. Okay. Okay, well fine then. There we go. And that's gonna be a wrap. Dustin is hooked on that game. Oh, I was obsessed with Diablo 2 back in the day. I had an obscene amount of hours into that game. And this game, I'll be obsessed with it until I hit level 70, which shouldn't take too long at this rate. And this is actually pretty slow. I'd be 70 already if I was playing public games. I'll get to level 70, get some nice gear, which in seasons is not too hard because the drop rate's higher. And then I'll be bored of it until the next season starts, which will be literally the next season because this one just started. But anyways, it's been fun hanging out with everybody. Like I said, if people are still enjoying this, I'll keep doing this. As long as there's a handful of people here that have questions, I will answer them. I'm going to try to shoot for a review tomorrow. I'm trying really hard to knock out a review for either the Bondtech or the Block Zero. I think I'm going to be able to knock out the Block Zero review tomorrow, so I'm going to shoot for that first, and then the Block Zero right after it. Or, wow, I'm tired. The review for the Block Zero tomorrow, and then the Bondtech QR extrude review would be after that. But hopefully I'll be able to get my mind around it and do that. Machine reviews are pretty hard for me. But anyways, I will see you guys later. See ya.